Annashoub from the Hat Junkie in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, and I'm coming to you from my hat studio, which is in the old town. It is in my house, but open to the public. So yeah, my website is hatjunkie.com, and you can find my address there and visit me anytime you like. You can find me on social media, both Facebook and Instagram at the Hat Junkie, and welcome. And if you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. So I just want to share a little bit of what I've been working on in the past few weeks. We'll start with the hat on my head, which is one of my hand knit and felted berets. I make all different shapes of these wool hats. So they start by, I hand knit them from Canadian Dorset wool, and then I felt them by hand, and that shrinks them and creates a really warm and wind resistant kind of fabric. Yeah, so there is hat number one. This one is on my website and available and waiting for its perfect head. The other one I completed is a shape that I just adore and really want for myself. I already have one of these in gray for myself, but here's the one. I'll go get it. This little guy. Yeah, this hat really reminds me of when you see like pictures, I guess from the 40s, of children throwing snowballs or skating on a pond. Somehow this shape really makes me think of that. And it's super warm and snug over the ears. And then I've added this little flower. Yeah, so there is hat number two. I did make it a little while ago, but Valentine's Day is coming up, and it's February, and February is February. February really needs pink stripes, don't you think? So yeah, there is that one. And last weekend, last weekend, I was totally deep down into the February blues. Just worried, and I knew I had to do something that was just gonna completely take my mind off of the woes of trying to you know, make a living as a crafts person. It's always a bit challenging. So it brought me to wet felting, which I realize I do at every single time at this time of year. I do a deep dive into wet felting hats. It's very physical, and it's sort of all encompassing. So I managed to get two hats made. One is finished, one is not, but I will show you. I'm very excited about this one. It made me think of the Flintstones. I don't know if you are of the same age or same generation as me, but I grew up on a steady diet of the Flintstones, and I always loved those Water Buffalo Lodge meetings that Fred and Barney went to, and this was sort of my version of if Wilma and Betty had their own Water Buffalo meetings. This is what they'd be going to. So yeah, there's my version of Betty and Wilma's floral Water Buffalo Society hat, the official hat. Yeah, it's so warm. Basically when you're taking these fibers and you're just making them tighter and tighter and tighter, you create this really tight fabric. And this one is, it's also merino, so it's actually very, very soft. Yeah. So what else do I have to show you? Um, I, I have been designing for spring. Um, I've been very into fedoras lately. And this is my new hat, and her name is Flora Fedora. I think she's so cute. Designing for me is not an easy process. It's very mathematical and geometric, and it takes me a few days to really achieve what I want to. I do it by you're basically designing a flat pattern, so I'm laying out the pattern and cutting into it and spreading it to create the curves, and then measuring the curves. And honestly, like, it's not my personality to be so so specific like that. So when I have to go into that mode, it's like going against my nature, but it's the only way to get what you want to get. So yeah, I now have a fedora that I'm super proud of. Sometimes if I want to create a soft hat, I block a hat first so that I can sort of just like sculpt the shape I want, and then try to take the measurements off of that shape and then create the paper pattern. And my intention was to really just block the straw and not decorate it or finish it or anything, just kind of get the rough shape. But as I did it, it was kind of too good to not turn into a hat. The hat just spoke to me and was like, I'm gonna be a hat. You may not cut me up and you have to finish me. So I did. I made two that are the same, and they're different sizes. Let's see, I can't tell by looking. I think this is the medium. Yes, it is. So blue one that I'm about to, a blue floral print that I'm going to cut into, and I just ordered a black one as well. So I'm very excited about this hat for summer. So yeah, these two are, I don't know, I love them. And obviously this will come in more colors than just green. I'll quickly show you my very first attempt. It's unfinished. So that's Flora Fedora. I do have this green one up on my website, and I have this up on my website too under straw, and this is under canvas. So yeah, exciting things happening in my studio. And anything else? I think that might be it for new things happening. Other than, yeah, as soon as I was like convinced that I was gonna have to go to debtor's prison, I got my large wholesale order for the spring from hatshop in Niagara-on-the-Lake, which is always so great at this time of year, and they're such a wonderful store to work with. And I have never been there, but I've seen so many pictures, and one day I will get there myself. So now I'm busy. I'm going under doing all the hats. You can see flowers. I'm just in production mode, which honestly is it's a peaceful place to be sometimes when you don't have to think about designing or how to get info out there. You're just making hats. So I'm quite happy doing that right now. Just several colors and dyeing new fabrics and just ready to ship out these hats to Beau Chapeau. So that's gonna keep me busy for, you know, maybe a couple months. I'll try for sooner, but it might be a couple months to get that done. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in here and say hello and I'll see you soon. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hatjunkie.com and @thehatjunkie on social media, and stop in and see me anytime you like. I'm here. I love visitors, okay? Info's on my website.